What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with Patriot Outpost, and as is the standard for this administration and for this president, Joe Biden today decided to stick to the talking points of dividing America. It's not about unity like him and so many members of the mainstream media claimed that it was all about when they tried to convince people to vote for this zombie of a man who has no idea where he is or what he is saying. No, it's not about unity. It's about dividing people and literally trying to segregate people based on their vaccination status. And you can see Joe Biden is pulling out all of the stops, including blaming the economic troubles on the unvaccinated portion of this country. Breaking: Biden claims unvaccinated Americans put the economy at risk. People are not going anywhere because they're worried they're going to get sick. And I've tried everything in my power to get people vaccinated, Biden said. Really? Is that really the case? That's funny, because I think in the places that have the fewest restrictions, in my opinion, I've traveled across the fucking country over the past 2 months. I've literally gone from California, across the entire Southwest, up the Midwest, all the way down south to Florida, up the entire East Coast, and over into Boston. That's what I've done the past month and a half, 2 months. And I can tell you that that's simply not the case. The places that don't have these mandates, there's more people out doing anything than you could possibly imagine. The only people that are scared are the retards that you have convinced that they should be scared, that they should be cowering in their basement with 3 masks on and get a booster shot every fucking month. Those are the only people that are too scared to do anything right now. It's all about manipulating the message and the narrative to try to convince more people to get the jab and to try to convince businesses to require the vaccine. That's what this speech was all about. President Joe Biden spoke in Chicago to Clayco employees on Thursday to pump his administration's vaccine mandates. All those who spoke prior to Biden taking the podium kept on their masks, though they are fully vaccinated. What the fuck? While wearing those masks, they spoke to the efficacy, not of vaccines. It's probably good because it would be a pretty short story, wouldn't it? But of vaccine mandates, saying the mandates have been super effective because they have led to more Americans getting a COVID-19 vaccine. Yeah, it turns out when you try to take away people's freedoms, right? When you try to restrict their freedoms until they do something, some people are going to eventually give in because maybe they need to keep that job. Maybe they need to put food on their family's table. Not everybody is sitting there in a position where they can just say, okay, no problem. I'll just go buy a farm and milk some cows, even though a lot of the elites would like to think that's a possibility. Some people just don't have that capability. It was after the Chicago contingent left the podium that Biden approached the mic. And what he said when he first got there, we have to listen to this because this is from Fox, and I think it's on Cavuto. But this isn't just like clipped out to make it sound as bad as possible. This is just Biden starting to speak. This is how fucking stupid and inept and truly sick the guy sounds. He sounds like he has dementia. He sounds like he has no idea what he's talking about. The way he slurs words together. The way he can't remember anything. Listen to this guy.
Right now.
And Pennsylvania, I'm from Pennsylvania. The Illinois president of the Don Harmon, State Senator Laura Murphy, State Rep Martin Moylan, and we got great labor leaders here too.
What the fuck is this man? One slip up from this man could cause global war, right? But this is the guy that is now in power. Holy fuck.
Tim, where's Tim? There you go, Tim. Thank you. Thank you, pal. AFL-CIO State President. And Jeff Isaacson, United Brotherhood of Carpenters, and Don Finn, IBW, and Robert Reiter, R-E-I-T-E-R, Chicago Federation of Labor.
My God, this was just before he even got into his into the discussion. This guy truly has mental deficiencies. It's quite obvious at this point, and it's honestly sad and pathetic. Biden noted the issues with those who have not been vaccinated. Not only, he said, do they put the entire healthcare system at risk, but the economy as well. And this might be a little bit lower, so I'm going to try to boost it if I can here.
Right direction if we keep our eye on the ball here. We still have a long way to go. The fact is, this has been a pandemic of the unvaccinated. Oh,
that's weird. That's weird, isn't it? Because you're required, or you want people to wear masks even if they have been vaccinated. That's strange. It's almost like you can still pass it on. And in fact, sometimes it makes it easier to pass on according to the CDC data. Just go take a look at it.
Unvaccinated overcrowd our hospitals, overrunning emergency rooms and intensive care units. The unvaccinated patients are leaving no room for someone with a heart attack or in need of a cancer operation.
These are just straight up lies that have been perpetuated by this administration and the mainstream media. That's just not happening. We heard stories, oh, the Alabama hospitals are about to be overrun. Strange, we didn't hear anything about that because they weren't overrun. We sent a bunch of help up to New York, right? We sent a bunch of help up to New York to help with the ICU beds and the ventilators. Guess what? They didn't need them. And that was at the height of all of this stuff. These are just lies. They are propaganda meant to make you live in fear constantly.
And so much more because they can't get into the ICU. They can't get into the operating rooms. The unvaccinated also put our economy at risk because people are reluctant to go out. Think about this. Even in places where there is no restriction on going to restaurants and gyms and movie theaters, people are not going. And anywhere near the numbers because they're worried they're going to get sick.
No, that's again, we have the evidence, we have the proof. Look at college football games, look at concerts that are selling out at record rates. It's simply not true. The vast majority of this country are not scared of this anymore. The vast majority of this country are already back to living normal lives. But the people that are still in this bubble do not understand that. And they want your governors, they want your city representatives, they want them to lock you down. That's what this is all about. They are trying to convince businesses to make all of this mandatory right now, to fire you if you don't get the jab. But the unvaccinated people are hurting our economy somehow. It's disgusting. And he does continue on and call out Fox News. He says, even Fox News makes people get the jab. You know what the real problem with the economy is? The inflation, because we continue to spend more money than we have. You know what's hurting the economy? The fact that these lockdowns have shut down businesses, have cost people their jobs, cost people their livelihood. The fact that in some of these states, the welfare and the unemployment benefits are more enticing and are encouraging people to be lazy as fuck instead of going back to work. So a lot of people that want to open up can't find enough workers because a lot of them would rather sit on unemployment. These are the things that are stifling our economy right now, not people being scared to go to the gym. Because normal people are over this. The vast majority of the country, they are over this. He can lie as much as he wants. He can spin it as much as he wants. But all of it is an attempt to scare you into doing what the government wants you to do. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Smash a like button. Subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell for notifications. Share this video out there. And I'll talk to you later.